Good morning, everybody. How are you all? So, today I'll start for you block 16, the lesson evaporation and condensation. So, through this lesson, you learn what is meant by evaporation and condensation process and how it is important in production of the water cycle and how it helps in various activities in our day to day life. Okay, so what is evaporation process and condensation process? Let us learn. So in this section I like to explain for you what is meant by evaporation and what is meant by condensation process. Okay, right? So let us see what is meant by an evaporation as well as a condensation process. Is it so you might have seen during the summer season lot of means sweat coming out of our body. So where does this sweat go after some time? Is it so? The evaporation is nothing but due to the heat from the sun makes the water turn into steam. Is it? And this will rise up in the air and they will disappear. The steam is nothing but is also called as water vapor. You can see here in the slide, is it? So what is happening due to the sun heat, the liquid water will change into gaseous nature, that is nothing but the water vapor. Even when we are boiling the water also, you can see here how the steam is rising and it will be disappeared into the atmosphere. So that process is called as evaporation process. Okay, next, what is meant by condensation process? Okay, so this water vapor, where it goes into the air. So whenever this water touches something which is cool or cold, this water vapor will turn back into again water, the liquid water. Okay, so that process is called as condensation process. For the best example is the water vapor, when it reaches into the atmosphere, it cools down and form into clouds. That is one best example for condensation. And also whenever you take a cold water and pour it in a glass, you keep it aside for some time, you can see some water droplets on the top of the glass. That is also one example for condensation. So where the rainwater go from the puddles means small holes. Once the rain falls, you can see water is collected in a puddles, is it? And how do small droplets of water is formed on the grass on the winter mornings? What is the reason? Yes, so the waters in the puddle, what will happen? They will evaporate and they will go to the sky, is it? So you cannot see the water there after some times in the puddle. Next, how you can see the droplets of water is because the water vapor which is gone into the atmosphere will condense and it will fall as water droplets on the grass, is it? So this is how the evaporation and the condensation process occurs, and you have seen the examples. Now let us learn to identify that wind increases the rate of evaporation. So in the how the wind will help in increasing the evaporation process. So you might have seen you put the clothes on the lane, is it, for drying, and also your hairs also will dry. You put clothes under the fan. So what is happening there? What process is occurring? So whenever there is a wind, what happens? The evaporation level will become high, okay, along with the heat. So what happens in the evaporation process depends upon the speed of the wind. If the speed of the wind is more, the evaporation also will be more. And also if the temperature is very high, then also the evaporation process occurs more. So that is why during the summer season, whenever there is a lot of winds, whenever you put the clothes in the lane, immediately because of the heat and as well as because of the wind, the clothes will dry fast. And also you can see the wet hairs also, they will dry quickly because of the wind. That is why whenever you stand near under the fan, is it to dry your hair quickly. And also sometimes during the rainy season, what happens? Your parents will put the clothes inside the home and inside the home under the lanes and they on the fan. So what happens there? The air which is moving up up downward motion movement will help in drying the clothes quickly under the fan because of the wind speed. The wind from the fan, what happens, it will increase the rate of evaporation and it will dry the clothes. So why does the level of the water decrease during the windier day? So in your workbook you have two lakes, one in the Gwalior in Madhya Pradesh and other one in the Jodhpur in Rajasthan. Okay, so after I explain this one, you can understand why the water is evaporating faster in one lake. Okay, what is the reason? So in Gwalior and Jodhpur, both it is summer days. Okay, so when during the summer days the temperature will be very hot, is it? But in one place in Jodhpur, what happens, along with the hot season, lot of wind is also there. It is lot of the place is very windier, is it? So what I told, when the wind is there, the rate of evaporation also increases. So in which lake the level of water will decrease? Yes, in the lake. In the Jodhpur, the evaporation rate will be more, whereas compared to the other place. Likewise, you can see here. Okay, so in the summer season, in the place where there is lot of temperature as well as if there is lot of wind, what happens, the water will evaporate quickly from the rivers and the lakes, and the level of the water will reduce in the lakes and the rivers, especially during the summer season. I hope so you will understand this lesson, children. Today I will send for you the block 15 notes. You can go through workbook as well as the notes. Thank you.